रोगातुराणामभयप्रदायिन्दाक्षिण्यवार्धेऽभिषगीशमूर्ते कल्याणराशे कमलापते मां धन्वन्तरे पाहि हरे मुरारे. Namaste one and all. Yesterday's session was truly enlightening. We explored the detail of Panchangas, learning about the Adhipati Devatas for each and gaining a deep understanding of Prayaschitta for different Panchangas, which involves the worship of the respective Adidevatas. With the blessings of Ganesha and our knowledgeable Acharya Tejas sir, we are ready to begin our third and final complimentary session. I now respectfully hand it over to the esteemed Dr. Tejas Bharadwaj sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, you are in mute, sir.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Gananjayo Ganapatirhairamho Dharanidharaha Mahaganapatirlakshapradaha Kshipraprasadanaha Amogasiddhir Amito Mantuschinta Manirnidhihi Sumangalo Bijamasha Purako Varada Shivaha Kashyapo Nandano Siddho Dhundi Vinayakaha Maukerebhiratraika Vimshatyanamabhippuman Yastauti Madgatamana Madara Dhanatatparaha Stuto Namnam Sahasrena Tenaham Natra Samshayaha Namo Namasurvara Puchitanggraye Namo Namo Nirupamamangalatmane Namo Namo Vipulapadaika Siddhaye Namo Namah Karikalabhananayate Lavastrudikkalaakaष्ठा निमेषस्तत्परः क्षणः घटे मुहूर्तं प्रहरो दिवानक्तमहर्निशम् पक्षो मासोऽयनं वर्षं कल्पो महो वारकरणमंशकम् लग्नं होराकालचक्रम् मेरु सप्तर्षयो ध्रुवः राहुर्मन्दकविर्जीवो बुधो भौमशशीलभिः कालसृष्टिस्थितिर्विश्वं स्थावरं जङ्गमं च यत् श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः श्री आयुर्वेदाय नमः श्री सभाय नमः. Today, on this third day of HoraAyurveda, we will be looking into the concept of Rashis, the Dwadasha Rashis, and which and all nakshatras come in, which and all Rashis, a great important topic. That's because yesterday we have seen about Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Karana and Yoga. The next thing that has to be known in Jyotishya Shastra is about the Dwadasha Rashis. So what do you mean by Rashis? What and all nakshatras or which and all nakshatras come under which and all Rashis, and what are the Navagrahas? All these concepts will be looked in this today's session. So doing namaskara to the Vishnumaya Jagat and also to Ganapati and also to Parashara Maharshi and Vedamata Shri Gayatri Devi. Now we will be beginning the session of today's. Next slide. So what do you mean by Rashi Chakra? The Rashi Chakra is also known as Bhachakra, and this Bhachakra is also known as Jyotisha Chakra. So what is this chakra? When you observe the Urdhva Akasha, the Nabho Mandala contains many nakshatras and also many grahas and other upagrahas also. So everything is not scattered in an episode manner. It is present. The Paramatma has done the position of all these grahas, upagrahas, nakshatras, chaya grahas in a systematic manner. Though we are in the Ajnana or Moha, we can't see and we think all those are scattered in an episode manner. But the Vedanga clearly states that all are systematically arranged and all have their own velocity or speed in which they rotate, and all are in a systematic manner which have their influence on us, that is on human beings and also on all the living creatures which are present in this Martyaloka. This Martyaloka is nothing but the Bhuloka. Why this Bhuloka or the Bhumi is known as Martyaloka means every creature who takes birth in this Bhumi will be subjected to Mrityu, that is death, one or the another day. And hence, due to this reason only, this Bhuloka or Bhumi is known as Martyaloka. So, all these grahas, nakshatras have their influence on this Martyaloka Jiva Rashis, and due to this reason only, the entire graha, nakshatra, upagrahas, chaya grahas are in a systematic manner in the Nabho Mandala, and that Nabho Mandala, how they are arranged, how and all they are systematically arranged is known through the Vedanga, that is Jyotisha Shastra, and that part is known as the Bhachakra or Jyotisha Chakra or Rashi Chakra. So when we divide the entire the sky or nabhas or akasha, the entire thing can be divided into three. It forms a complete 360-degree circle. So in this complete 360-degree circle, the entire 360-degree circle has been divided into 12 divisions by the rishis. That is the Vignanis. The rishi is nothing but the mantra drashta. So the entire 360-degree circle of Rashi Chakra is divided into 12 units or 12 divisions, and due to this reason only, the 12 divisions of the Bhachakra is known as the Dwadasha Rashis. So each division is known as a Rashi. So these 12 divisions or the 12 constellations are known as the Rashis or Dwadasha Rashis. So what are the names of these Rashis? Then the first among the 12 Rashis is the Mesha Rashi. Next comes the Vrishabha Rashi. Next is the Mithuna. Later Kataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika, Dhanur, Makara, Kumbha and Meena. So what and all nakshatras that you can see in the Akasha or the sky either falls in one of these Rashis. This is the systematic and scientific classification of the entire sky. Only a Vijnana, Samskara, Sanatana Dharma can do this division, and we are proud that we are in the Sanatana Dharma Anuyayi. So, when we consider the 12 Rashis or the entire division of the Akasha or Nabho Mandala, then the first among the Rashi is the Mesha Rashi. So, what and all nakshatras falls under this Mesha Rashi, then now it is the time to learn which and all nakshatras falls under which and all Rashis. Yesterday, under the concept of Panchanga, we learned about Vasara, Tithi, Karana, Yoga and Nakshatra. We dealt in depth about nakshatras. How many nakshatras are there? Saptavimshati. That is 27 nakshatras are present. Am I right? Yes. So yesterday we saw Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, etc. till Revati nakshatra. And also we saw each nakshatra has a adhidevata. So by doing aradhana of that adhidevata, that nakshatra dosha is done nivarana. But one more concept is also there. Each nakshatra has 4 charanas or 4 padas. This pada is nothing but the division. So entire nakshatra is there. It is considered into, it is divided equally into 4 padas. Like this, all the 27 nakshatras has 4 padas. If you are more towards the Jyotishya or towards the Sanatana Dharma, if you go to a temple for doing Archana or Ashtottara Shatanamavali, the Purohita or the Archaka will ask which nakshatra. You say Ashwini nakshatra. If you are more specific, then you also say Ashwini nakshatra, Dvitiya pada, Yeradne pada. Like this, you do Nivedana to that Purohita. Why? That's because due to this concept only. If it is of the 4th pada, one of nakshatras differ with respect to Mesha Rashi or Vrishabha Rashi. So, how to identify all those tattva or the facts? Now, today is the class that we are gaining about those knowledge. Okay. So, each nakshatra has 4 padas, and then 27 into 4 is the 108 padas. So, the entire Bhachakra or the Jyotisha Chakra contains 108 padas. So entire 360 degree contains equally as 108 padas. So in one Rashi, how many padas will be present? Yeah, 108 padas are there. Now, how many Rashis are there? 12 Rashis are there. So when we do divide of 108 by 12, then we get 9. That is, in one Rashi, there are 9 padas. So 9 padas come under one Rashi. So with this basic concept, now we will enter into the great detailed concept of which and all nakshatras, that is Ashwini, Bharini, Kritika falls under which Rashi, and Kritika nakshatra also falls under Vrishabha Rashi. How? That's because due to this concept only. I think it's clear. Okay. Now the next concept is see, the Mesha Rashi is there. This Mesha Rashi contains how many nakshatras? Means Ashwini, Bharini, Kritika, Padam is the shloka pramana. That is all the 4 padas, that is Pratama, Dvitiya, Tritiya and Chaturtha pada of Ashwini nakshatra, and all the 4 padas of Bharani nakshatra, and now it completed 8 padas are completed. So how much is the capacity of one Rashi to accommodate padas? 9 is the capacity. Now Ashwini 4 padas completed, Bharani's 4 pada count completed. Now 1 pada can be accomplished by the Mesha Rashi. That's because it has 1 pada to as the capacity to accommodate 1 pada. So the next nakshatra, that is Kritika nakshatra's first pada is accomplished. Like this, Ashwini, Bharini, Kritika Padam, Mesha Rashi. That is, anyone of Ashwini nakshatra is there, they will be pakka belonging to Mesha Rashi. If one of the person is born in Bharani nakshatra, then he is of Mesha Rashi, and Kritika Purusha is of Mesha Rashi, provided he is of first pada. Whereas if he is of second, third or fourth pada, then he belongs to Vrishabha Rashi. And hence that's the reason when you observe Kritika nakshatra second, third and fourth pada belongs to or falls under the category of Vrishabha Rashi. Similarly, Rohini's all 4 padas falls under Vrishabha Rashi. Now how many padas got completed? 3 plus 4, 7 padas got completed. So how many padas can Vrishabha Rashi accommodate? How much is the capacity now? Then it can accomplish 2 padas. That's because to complete 9, already 7 is completed. That is 3 padas of Kritika and all the 4 padas of Rohini. Now 7 padas are completed. Now the Mrugashira nakshatra's first and second pada is belonging to Vrishabha Rashi. Okay, everyone out of all this, and the first thing to remember is you have to know the all the 27 nakshatras in tip of the tongue. Okay, then only and next concept is you have to know the all the 12 rashis, that is Mesha, Vrishaba, Mithuna, Kataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishika, Dhanur, Makara, Kumbha and Meena. All these 12 rashis in the tip of the tongue. Later on practice we will be able to do, okay, Ashwini nakshatra belongs to Mesha Rashi, Ashlesha nakshatra belongs to Kataka Rashi, like this. So now we are teaching you why these nakshatras belong to this Rashi only. Okay, this is the in-depth and logical explanation that we are teaching in this HoraAyurveda. Next is the Mithuna Rashi. So which and all nakshatras falls under this Mithuna Rashi? Then Mrugashira nakshatras third and fourth pada, and Ardha nakshatras all the 4 padas, and Punarvasu nakshatras first, second and third pada falls under Mithuna Rashi. Thus 9 padas is accomplished. Am I right? Yes. Next is the Kataka Rashi. So which and all nakshatras belong to Kataka Rashi? Then Punarvasu nakshatra, Pushya nakshatra and Ashlesha nakshatra belong to Kataka Rashi. Punarvasu nakshatras the last pada, that is 4th pada, whereas Pushya nakshatras all 4 padas and Ashlesha nakshatras all 4 pada belong to Kataka Rashi. Okay, now another secret I will tell you. So when you observe, next slide only. When you observe the first Rashi, that is Mesha Rashi, okay, it contains what and all nakshatras? Ashwini, Bharini and Kritika pada. That is one pada of Kritika nakshatra. The first Rashi, Mesha Rashi slide. This is the Rashi. So later, when you observe the Vrishabha Rashi, second, third, fourth, and the middle one contains all the 4 padas, whereas the last contains only now 2 padas, that is first and second pada, whereas in the previous it contained only 1 pada, that is Kritika, whereas in Vrishabha Rashi the last nakshatra contains 1, 2. Similarly, the Mithuna Rashis, when you observe, it contains 1, 2, and third pada. And when you come to fourth pada, Rashi, that is Kataka Rashi, it contains all the four padas. So, like this, ascending and descending order of the three nakshatras with respect to one Rashi is the pattern that follows in Jyotishya. And similarly, now 5, 6, 7, 8, the next slide. So after Kataka Rashi, it is the Simha Rashi. So when you observe the PPT slide, in the same, now what and all pattern was observed in Mesha, Vrishabha, Mithuna and Kataka, the same pattern is observed in Simha Rashi. You see, first Simha Rashi contains Magha Nakshatras, all four padas, Purva Palguni Nakshatras, all four padas, whereas Uttara Palguni is only first pada is observed. When you come to Kanya Rashi, Uttara Palguni is second, third, fourth pada, Hasta Nakshatras, all four padas, and Chitra Nakshatras, first and second. When did you observe? Simha Rashi, third nakshatra contains only one pada, whereas coming to Kanya Rashi contains first and second pada. The middle row contains all the four padas. So like this, the pattern is of same nature of 4, 4, 4. So first four padas, first four rashis, next four rashis, and the last four rashis. So when you observe these logical explanations, no, then you can easily remember. Okay, all this is the important secrets that can be grasped through this HoraAyurveda. And the Tula Rashi contains Chitra Nakshatra, third and fourth pada, Swati Nakshatras, first, second, third, and fourth pada, and Vishaka Nakshatras, first three padas. And Vrishchika Rashi contains Vishaka Nakshatras, fourth pada or the last pada, Anuradha Nakshatras, all four padas, and Jyeshta Nakshatras, all four padas. Okay, by this, the second pattern or the second four set of rashis which follow similar pattern is completed. Now is the last set of four rashis. Okay, and the last four rashis are Dhanur, Makara, Kumbha, and Meena Rashi. So which and all nakshatras falls under Dhanur Rashi? Then Mula Nakshatras, all four padas, Purvasharas, all four padas, and Uttarasharas, first pada belongs to Dhanur Rashi. So many of you are joined. Everyone knows their own nakshatra. Am I right? So when you observe this PPT slides, definitely, oh yes, I belong to, for example, if I belong to Shravana nakshatra, then I am belonging to Makara Rashi. It's a clear-cut shot. Am I right? Due to this logical reason only, when you tell the nakshatra name to the Purohita or Archaka, he will directly tell, okay, Makara Rasho Jatasya. Am I right? If, for example, Jantnavi is there, okay, is Rashi or Nakshatra is, for example, Shravana Nakshatra. If she comes to the temple, okay, Devasthana, she asks us to do Archana. Then what is her name? Janavi Namyaha, Shravana Nakshatra, Makara Rasho Jatasya. I ask only the Nakshatra. Of she tells the nakshatra, I immediately calculated and told that she belonged to Makara Rashi. Why? This is the concept of Bhachakra or Rashi Chakra. Okay, so very important topic that everyone has to know. Okay, after completing all these 12 Rashis, I will tell why 108 padas, why Ashtotara Shatana Mamali Puja has only been done. I will be telling that also. Okay, now next Kumbha Rashi. The Kumbha Rashi as Dhanishta Nakshatras, third and fourth pada, and Shatabhisha Nakshatras, all four padas, and Purva Bhadra Nakshatras, first, second, and third pada. And coming to Meena Rashi, it contains Purva Bhadra's last pada, that is fourth pada, Uttara Bhadra's all four padas, and Revati Nakshatras, all four pada. So did you observe? The same pattern is getting repeated. That's the reason Jyotisha is full of mathematics. One who is great in mathematics can easily do calculations of Jyotisha. So it's not a theoretical part. I am telling from first day onwards. So from first day onwards, we are doing calculations, assignments also. Am I right? So in the similar manner, this is also a very important topic that everyone has to know. Now, take an assignment, okay? And later after this session, you can answer in the group. So, Sri Ramachandra, in Valmiki Ramayana, in Balakanda, there is a shloka, okay, about Sri Rama Janma Lagna. So, we can easily do the Jataka Kundali of Sri Rama, which we will be seeing in the further classes of HoraAyurveda. Okay, so how to assess the Sri Rama Chandra Jataka Kundali, and the same Ramayana Tattva can be assessed from the Jataka Kundali. Okay, I will be dealing with all those concepts with taking the examples of those horoscopes or Jataka in the future classes. But no, as of now, first assignment is Sri Ramachandra was born in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Okay, so in which Rashi does he belong? So take the question, okay, and later you can answer now only in the chat box or later in the group you can answer. So I will also specify the pada also. In Punarvasu Nakshatra, fourth pada was Sri Ramachandra's birth nakshatra. Okay, Janana nakshatra was Punarvasu Nakshatra, fourth pada. So, which Rashi did Sri Ramachandra belong? Yeah, Kataka Rashi. That race, Annapurna Madam has given the right answer. Okay, so like this, you have to know the concept of the Jyotishya Tattva. Okay, yeah. Now, one more thing I told, why 108 we see when you go to a devasthana or when you observe anything, not only going to devasthana, when you do a worship of any devata aradhana, every devatas of Sanatana Dharma has been done worship with Ashtotara Shatanama Vedihi. Am I right? Ashta means 8. Uttara means after Sheta, that is after 100, 8 is there. That is Ashtotara Shatanamavali means 108 names are present for every god. You take for example Ganesha, Ganesha Ashtotara Shatanamavali, hey, Ganesha Namaha, Subhakaya Namaha, Ekadantaya Namaha, Lambodharaya Namaha, it goes on. If you take Shiva, Shivaya Namaha, Kapardinaya Namaha, like this, Chata Jutaya Namaha, like this, everything starts. When you take Mahalakshmi, Prakrityaya Namaha, Vikrityaya Namaha, it goes on. Why every devata of Sanatana Dharma has been done puja with 108 names? Then Jyotisha is the answer. So every Idi Bhumandala is occupied with this grahas, nakshatras, supagrahas, and chaya grahas, and any creature who takes birth in this bhumi or Martyaloka will be born in any one of the nakshatra. Am I right? In any one of the rashi. Our Sanatana Dharma Ghosha is Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. So we do Aradhana of that Paramatma so that 108 Padas, Nakshatras, Jiva Rashis may be happy in the state of Sukha. This is the concept of Puja or Aradhana. And due to this reason only, every god we do Aradhana will be done Archana with 108 names. Okay, so that 108 number is having great roots in the Jyotishya Shastra. Okay, next slide. Now, yeah, Bhachakra, now this entire Bhachakra, now how is it represented? Yeah, everyone knows this is known as Kundali. How many divisions or how many boxes you can observe? There are 12 boxes, okay, leaving the middle square. It is a great concept of where we write Shri Swastika Kara or name of that Janana Purusha, okay? But the small boxes which you observe in the sides or corners of the Kundali are having 12 in number, okay? So the entire Bhachakra or Jyotisha Chakra is represented in the format, and this is known as the Jataka Kundali. Now, each constellation or the 12 divisions of the Bhachakra is named as the first one. See, this is also very important. Okay, you have to remember the same order only. So here comes the Mesha Rashi. Okay, next is the Vrishabha Rashi. Next is the Mithuna Rashi. Kataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika, Dhanur, Makara, Kumbha, and Meena. This is the order which is fixed. Okay, this house represents Mesha in every time. In all the given times, this house is known as the Mesha and this house is known as the Meena. This is the Meena Rashi. This is known as the Simha Rashi. Like this, everything is known as the same. So this is known as the Jataka Kundali, where the Bhachakra is represented in this manner. Very auspicious. Seeing the Jataka Kundali is only auspiciousness. That's because all the Dwadasha Rashis and Dwadasha Rashadipati is do bless us. Okay, this is the secret. That's the reason it's a yantra. See, when you observe, no, it is of 12 boxes, and in middle is the big box, and everything as the grahas which is represented. The entire Shakti which is presented in Abho Mandala is pictorially and graphically represented in paper, okay, and that's the reason it's of Mahashakti Swarupa. Seeing an horoscope itself is a great auspiciousness. So the two, as told before, Gnatva Kurvita Karmani, knowing and seeing a Jataka Kundali is very much Shubhadayaka and Mangaladayaka. So like this, one has to remember the 12 Rashis and the 12 names. See, you can observe when if you belong to North India, okay, then this format will be seen, okay. The same Bachakra which we saw in the previous slide was South Indian format, okay. The Dakshina Patha or Dakshina Bharatya Parashurama Kshetra and Rama Kshetra people mainly use this Mesha Vrishabha, the left corner Janma Kundali, whereas the Uttara Bharata Panditas of Jyotishya represent the same Bachakra in this manner, okay, where the 1 represents the Mesha Rashi, 2 represents the Vrishabha Rashi, 3 represents Mithuna, 4 represents Kataka, 5 represents Simha, 6 represents Kanya, 7 represents Tula, 8 represents Vrishika, 9 Dhanur, 10 Makara, 11 Kumbha, and 12 is the Meena Rashi. Okay, so this is about the North Indian Kundali or Uttara Bharata Pandita Jyotishya Kundali, whereas this is the Dakshina Patha Janma Kundali or Jataka Kundali. So you have to know both this. Oh, what if you see by mistake or if a North Indian person senses a horoscope, what is this? You should not be in the state of ignorance. And due to this reason only, we have been explaining you. This is known as the North Indian Kundali or Uttara Bharata Pandita Jataka Kundali. Okay. Yes. Next concept is. Now we will see the Rasha Adhipatis. So we completed about Rashis. Yesterday also, see when you observe, no, we are going in a systematic manner. Okay. Yesterday also we saw about Tithi, and after completing Tithis, we saw the Tithi Adhisthana Devatas. Am I right? And similarly, we saw all the nakshatras, and later we saw for each nakshatra who is the Adhipati, that is Deva. Now we completed the Rashis. Now for each Rashi there is a Adhipati. Now we will see, look into the concept of Rasha Adhipatesa. Okay, yes. For Makara and Kumbha Rashi, Shani Graha is the Adhipati. I repeat, for Makara and Kumbha Rashi, Shani is the Adhipati. Then for Dhanu and Meena Rashi, Guru is the Adhipati. See, this is all basics. You have to know Pakka. Later only we can do analyzing of the Jataka Kundali. So these are the very, very basic principles. And if you know this, no, okay. If a person is of Kumbha Rashi, then he is of Shani is the Adhipati. So he has to do the Aradhana of Shani with Anilandana Samabhasam Raviputra Namagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhutan Tam Namami Shaneshtiram. So with basic knowledge only, you can also do basic predictions and basic pariharas you can give. Okay, and that's the reason you have to know all the concepts in depth and also superficially also. Okay, so in that regards, for Makara and Kumbha Rashi, Shani Graha is the Adhidevata. For Dhanu and Meena Rashi, Guru or Brahaspati is the Adhidevata. Mesha Vrishchikayor Kujaha, that is for Mesha Rashi and Vrishchika Rashi, Kujagraha is the Adhipati. Now, next is the for Vrishabha Rashi and Tula Rashi, Shukra is the Adhipati. Okay, next. For Mithuna and Kanya Rashi, Buddha Graha is the Rasha Adhipati. Okay, next is the Kataka Rashi. For Kataka Rashi, Chandra is the Adhipati. And for Simha Rashi, Surya Deva or Surya Graha is the Adhipati. So, yeah, all of you who are listening to these classes can know which and all Rashis you belong. And now you came to know that, oh, for example, if someone belongs to Kumbha Rashi, okay, as for example, Susmita belongs to Kumbha Rashi. Okay, for that Kumbha Rashi, Shani is the Adhipati. So she, by doing the Aradhana of Shani Graha or Shani Deva, she will be bestowed with Mangala or auspiciousness. So with the basic knowledge only, we will be knowing, okay, who and all to do worship. Okay, and in that regard, this is the very important concept known as the Rasha Adhipatesa. Okay, next coming to the Navagrahas. Okay, see the 12 Rashis are having Adhipatis of Navagrahas. Now after completing the Rashis, now we'll go into the concept of Grahas. So what do you mean by Graha, and for each Graha, what is the Shloka and what is the mantra? See, yesterday we saw for 27 nakshatras from Taittiriya Samhita, there is a Nakshatra Sukta in Ayurveda. So we dealt with all the 27 nakshatras with the help of Ayurveda Taittiriya Samhita. In Vedas only there is a reference of nakshatra. Similarly, today also we will be dealing with the concept and gaining the knowledge of grahas with the help of Veda, and Veda mantra for this grahas or navagrahas is the Navagraha Sukta. Yesterday we saw Nakshatra Sukta or Nakshatra Ishti. Today we will be looking into Navagraha Sukta. Okay, a very important Sukta. When you do Navagraha Homa, these are the mantras that will be pronounced, uttered, and due to these mantras only, the Shanti of the Navagrahas can be done. So through that Navagraha mantras only, we will be understanding the each grahas. Okay, concentrate. I request all of you to do concentrate and learn the concept of grahas. So before going into the concept of graha, let us all do namaskara to the Navanam grahas, that is Navagrahas, as Namaha Suryaya Chandraya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Shanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namo Namaha. So by doing the namaskar to all the Navagrahas, now we will be gaining the knowledge of Navagrahas, each grahas. Okay, the first one is the Surya. Okay, Vedavyasa Maharshi has given a simple shlokas for each grahas. Okay, and in that regard, I will also be teaching you the shlokas of each graha, so that through this shloka we can understand the nature of that graha. For example, the Surya shloka is Japa Kusuma Sankasham Kashyapeha Mahadyutim Tamorim Sarva Papagnam Pranatosmi Divakaram. Divakara is nothing but Aditya or Surya. So how is this Surya? Means Japa Kusuma Sankasham. Japa means what? Japa means in Sanskrita hibiscus flower. So how is the hibiscus flower? It will be red color. Am I right? Similarly, Surya is of Raktavarnam. Surya is also Raktavarnam. And due to this reason only, is compared to hibiscus flower or Japa Kusuma. Now, this Surya mantra in Ayurveda is Asatyena Rajasa Vartamano Niveshen Amrutam Martyancha Hiranyahena Savitarathena Devoyati Bhuvana Vipashyana Agnindotam Runimahe Hotaram Vishwavedhasam Asegnesya Sukratum Kadrudraya Prachetase Milustamaya Vyase Oche Mashantamagam Hrude Adidevata Pratyadidevata Saitaya Adityaya Namaha. This is the Surya Graha mantra. Okay, so all these mantras say that Surya is Grahadipati, is the Adi Graha, that is the first Graha among the Navanam Grahas. Okay, so he is of Raktavarna. So we have to do dhyana of this Surya. Okay, very important. So by doing the dhyana of Surya itself is Atyanta Mangaladayaka. That's because it's told. See, if I speak on Surya, no, it takes 1 month only. That's because Aditya is the Pratyaksha Devata, which we can see with our Mamsa Netra. He is the Brahma Swarupa, Vishnu Swarupa, and Maheshwara Swarupa. He is the Triguna Swarupa, and that's the reason he is known as Namasavitre Jagadeka Chakshushe Jagat Prasuti Stitinasha Hetave Trayimayaya Trigunatma Dharine Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane. Virinchi means Brahma, Narayana means Vishnu, and Shankara means Parameshwara. He is Swarupa. Okay. So by doing any number of shlokas, Puranas, for example, when you observe Ramayana only, okay, so this Surya is what? That's the reason Shri Krishna Paramatma's son is there. He is known as Samba. There is a Samba Panchashati. Okay, so that Samba does Aradhana of Surya, and in one of the shloka, there are 50 shlokas, and in one shloka, Samba clearly states, Tvam Mata, Tvam Sharanam, Tvam Data, Tvam Dhanam, Tvam Acharyaha, Tvam Trata, Tvam Harta Vipadam, Arka Prasida Mama Bhano, Arka Prasida Mama Bhano. Surya, you are only my mother, you are only my father, you are only my Acharya. Please do bestow auspiciousness on me, is the superficial meaning of this shloka. So, doing aradhana, getting up before sunrise, Suryodaya is the first dinacharya that everyone has to follow. That's because Surya is the Grahadhipati. Okay, now if Surya Graha dosha is present in Jataka Kundali, what are and all the relationship between Surya? Now we'll be seeing each Graha with respect to Vriksha, with respect to Ratna and Dhatu. Okay. Now for Surya, which is the Vriksha means Arka Vriksha, and which is the Ratna means Manikya. So red coral which you see here, no, the red one is the Manikya. That Manikya is the Ratna that has to be worn by the Surya Graha dosha Purusha. Okay, and for doing the Homa of Surya Graha, we have to use the Arka Vriksha Samhita. That is, you know, Arka. In Ratha Saptami, you use this patra and flowers and keeping on all the shoulders, you do snana. Am I right? Yes, that is because Surya is the Adidevata for this Arka Vriksha. Okay, next coming to Dhatus, Tamra, and this is Dhanya. Okay, so Surya is Adidevata for Godhuma Dhanya. In future classes, I will be dealing with how to do Aradhana of this Navagrahas. But to know that concept, how to do Aradhana of that Navagrahas, you have to know which and all Dhanyas is for which and all Grahas. Am I right? And due to this reason only, I am teaching the basics of Navagrahas and its Adidevata and Adi Sambandha. Okay, in that reason, and in that regards, Surya is Adidevata for Godhuma Dhanya. Godhuma means wheat. Okay, anyone who is having Surya Graha or Ravi Graha dosha, they should do Dana of Godhuma. So how to identify I am having Surya Graha dosha? Yes, that will be in Delta in the future classes. Okay, so this is the basic concept that everyone has to know. And coming to Tamra, so copper, Surya is again Adidevata for Tamra Dhatu. So first one is Manikya. This is known as Ratnas, and that's the reason there are Navaratnas. And among that, Manikya is the first Ratna, and for this Manikya, Surya is the Adidevata or Adigraham. And among the Navadhanyas, Godhuma is the first Dhanya, and for this Godhuma Dhanya, Surya is the Adidevata, and hence that's the reason we say Godhuma Dhanya Swapari Bhagavantam Om Bhu Om Bhuva Om Suvaha Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Surya Grahama Vahayami Sthapayami Pujayami Namaskaromi Surabhimukhi Karomi is the mantra. So that means we do Apana of Surya Bhagavanta on Godhuma Dhanya. That's because he has the affinity for that Godhuma Dhanya. Similarly, Tamra. That's the reason when we do Aradhana of Surya, we should use Tamra Kalasha, that is copper vessel only. Though we are rich, okay, we have the silver, gold vessels, utensils also. We should not use that vessels for doing Aradhana of Surya. We should use Tamra, that is copper vessel only for doing Aradhana or worship of Surya. That's because Surya is having affinity to copper. And similarly, we have to do Aradhana of Surya in respect to Oma with Arka Samit, that is Calotropis procera is the botanical name of this Arka. Okay, so we have to use this Arka Samita for Homa or Havana purpose. Okay, this is about Surya Graha. Next is the Chandra Graha. Okay, so Chandra is also known as Soma. The Navagraha Sokta, which a very important shloka is of Veda Vyasa is Dadishanka Tusharabham Shiro Dharnava Sambhavam Namami Shashinam Somam Shubhanam. See, everyone has to learn these 9 shlokas. Very important, 2-line shloka. Okay, so by doing japa of these shlokas itself is enough. The Navagrahas, if they are of Anishtasthana, if they are present in Papa Graha Dushti Papasthanas, they bestow Shubha Punya Phala only. Okay. And what is the meaning of this shloka means? Dhadi Shanka Tusharabham. The Chandra is of Dhadi. That is, how curd is white in color. Similarly, Chandra is of white in color. Shankha. How the conch is of white in color. The Chandra is also of white in color. How the Vibhuti is of white in color. Similarly, Chandra is of white in color. So, are you observing the Upama or analogy, simile in Chandra with respect to Surya? We saw Japa Kusuma Sankasha, that is, Surya is of red color, how hibiscus is of red color, similarly Surya is of red color. Now, when coming to Chandra, Vedavyasa clearly states Chandra is of white in nature. how that white is itself, it is of white in nature of as that of curd, as that of shanka, and as that of vibhuti or tushara. Okay, and for this Kshirodharnava Sambhavam, that is Chandra got originated from Kshira Matana Samudra. While doing Kshira Sagara Samudra Matana, Chandra got originated, and that's the reason Kshirodharnava Sambhavam. So for that Chandra who is of white in complexion and who got originated in the Kshira Sagara Mathana, I am doing Namami Shashinam Somam. I am doing Namaskara with the Artha. And Chandra is nothing but Shambhor Mukta is present in Parameshwara's head, forehead, and that's the reason Shambhor Mukta Bhushanam. So we have to remember Chandra Deva. This is known as Dhyana Shloka of all the Navagrahas, which is given to us by Sakshat Vedavyasa Maharshi. Okay, and coming to after completing the shloka part, then coming to mantra part, again in the Navagraha Sukta, it says Apyaya Swasame Tute Vishwadasso Mabrishniyam Bhavavajasya Sangathe Apsume Somo Apravedantar Vishwani Bheshaja Agnincha Vishwashambhuvamapascha Vishwabheshajihi Gaurirvimai Sillani Takshatye Kapati Bhavati Sa Chatushpati Ashrapati Naupati Babhushi Sahasra Akshara Parame Vyomanna Adi Devata Pratyadi Devata Saitaya Somaya Namaha is the Navagraha mantra of Chandra or Soma. Okay, now coming to the context and relations of this Soma with respect to Ratna, Dhatu, Dhanya and Vriksha. Then for among the Navaratnas, Chandra is the Adigraha for Mukta, that is pearl. Okay, next coming to Dhanya, he is the Adidevata for Tandula, that is rice. Okay, so he has the rice as the Adidevata. And coming to the Vriksha, he is having Palasha. Okay, so Palasha Vriksha, for Palasha Vriksha, Chandra is the Adidevata. Yes, next. And coming to the Dhanya, it is the Tandula, that is rice paddy. Okay, and coming to the Dhatu, Rajata, that is silver. For silver, Chandra is the Adhidevata. So whenever we do silver dana, that is Rajata dana, Belli dana, we call in Kannada. Whenever we do dana of Rajata, then Soma Graha or Chandra Graha doshas get Nivarana, and we have to do Aradhana of Soma with in Rajata vessels, that is silver vessels only we have to do Aradhana. Whereas Surya Graha Aradhana should be done with Tamra vessels, that is copper vessels, whereas Chandra Graha Aradhana should be done in Rajata or silver vessels. Okay, this is the concept of Chandra Bhagavan. Next is the Angaraka or Kuja or Mangala. So what is the shloka of Vedavyasa? He is saying Dharini Garbhasambhotam Vidyut Kanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Hastam Tam Mangalam Pranamamyaham is the shloka. So what is the meaning of this shloka? Is Dharani Garbhasambhotam, means he is the son of Bhumi. Dharani, that is Bhumi, is the son of Bhumi, and that's the reason this Kuja is known as Bhauma. That is, as he originated from Bhumi, he is known as Bhauma. And how we see Vidyut Kanti Samapram, that is how the Vidyut Kanti, that is lightning, will be there, like that he will be present. And Kumaram Shakti Hastam Tam, and for this Kujagraha, Kumara, that is Subramanyeshwara is the Adhidevata. So there is interrelationship between Kuja or Mangala and Subramanyeshwara, and due to this reason only we do Aradhana of Subramanya in which day? Mangala Vasara. Mangalangane Mangalavara Ninnaya Pujaya Madhuvanaya. There is a shloka also, okay, there is a song also, that is in Mangalavara we do Aradhana of Mangala Murtis Subramanyeshwara. And when you observe the Ashtottara Shatanamavali of Kuja, see, there is 108 names for each graha also. Surya has 108 names. There is Surya Sahasranama also. Okay, similarly, Chandra has 108 names. Kuja has 108 names. Ashtottara Shatanamavali. So one of the name of this Kuja is Subramanya Yanamaha. So there is an interrelation and Abhinabhava Sambandha between Subramanyeshwara and Kuja, that is Mangala. And that's the reason going to Subramanyeshwara Devasthana on Mangalavara, doing Aradhana of Subramanyeshwara on Mangalvara, thus Nivarana of Mangala Dosha. So what is Mangala Dosha? See, everything is a great science, great Vijnana. Okay, That and all we will be looking in the further classes of 2-month course. Okay, so this is the shloka of Kuja or Mangala. So for that Mangala, Pranamamyaham, Namaskara. And coming to the Veda mantra, Navagraha Sukta, Agner Mordha Devakakutpati Pritibhya Ayam Apagam Redagam Sisinvati Sona Pradivibhava Nakshara Animeshani Echana Sharma Sapratha Aha Kshetra Sapadina Vaigam Hitene Vachayamasi Gamashram Posha Itvasano Vudati Dushe Adi Devata Pratyadi Devata Saitaya Angarakaya Namaha mantra. So now we'll be looking into the detail, that is interrelationship between the Kuja and Navaratnas, Navadhanyas, Navadhatus and Navavrukshas. So coming to the Ratna, Kuja is Adidevata for Vidruma, that is coral. We call it as coral. Vidruma is coral. Okay, so Kuja is the Adidevata for Vidruma. Next coming to Vriksha, Khadira Vriksha. Okay, a very important Vriksha for doing Nivarana of Kushtavyadi. Any skin diseases is there, Khadira is the best Dravya. Why? See, that's the reason I have done thesis also. Okay, so any Kushta patients or any skin diseases will be having Kuja dosha, and there is a data also. I have done research on this. Okay, and it's clearly proven. Okay, so any patients of skin diseases will be having Kuja dosha in their Jataka, and doing giving administering this Khadira Churna or Khadira Rishta. There are many medicines prepared on the basis of Khadira. Okay, and I have given this Khadira, and any number of Kushtas has been done Nivarana by the grace of Subramanyeshwara and Ayurveda. Okay, it's not my pride, but it's the pride of Ayurveda. So diagnosis is very important. When we get to know the diagnosis, treatment is Sulabha Sadhya. Okay, in that regard, Khadira is very important, and the Ayurveda clearly states Khadira Kushtaghnanam Shreshtam. That is, Khadira is Shreshta for doing Nivarana of Kushta. Okay, and coming to the Navadhanyas, Kuja is the Adhidevata for Adhaka. Adhaka means Tur Dal. So for Tur Dal, Kuja is the Adhidevata. So if any Kuja dosha is present, by doing Dana of Tur Dal to Vipra, Dvija, Vaidya, then Kuja dosha gets Nivarana. Okay, and coming to the concept of Dhatus, Kuja is the Dhatu Adhidevata for Pittala. Pittala means brass. Okay, so for brass, Kuja is the Adhidevata. Excuse me. Okay. Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Tedani Tade Padam Samudamastya Bhagam Surye Vishnave Namaha. Yes. So this completes the Kujagraha concept. Next concept is Buddhagraha. The stroke of Buddha is Priyanguli Kalikashyamam Rupena Pratimam Buddham Somyam Somya Gunopetam Tam Buddham Pranamamyaham. The meaning of this shloka is Priyanguli Kalikashyamam. The Buddha is of green color, okay, and is of Soumya nature, that is, he is of cool in nature, and Soumya Gunopetam is very much cool in nature, and for that cool nature and who is in green color, Buddha, I am doing Namaskara is the superficial meaning of this shloka. And coming to the Navagraha Sukta, Buddha mantra, then Udbhudyasvagne Pratija Grihyana Mishta Purte Sagam Sujeta Mayancha Punak Ranmakastva Pitayumanam Anvadagam Sitva Itantumetam Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Tredhani Dade Padam Samodamasya Bhagam Sure Vishnu Raratamasi Vishnu Prishtamasi Vishnu Sniptresto Vishnu Surasi Vishnu Dhrvamasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnave Adidevata Pratyadidevata Sahitaya Buddhaya Namaha is the Buddha mantra. Okay, now coming to the interrelationship of Ratna, Dhatu, Vriksha and Dhanya. For Buddha Graha, which is the Ratna, then Marakata, that is emerald, green color it will be there, no? So for Marakata, Buddha is the Adidevata. So did you observe? Everything is of green in color only. So green is the color for Buddha. So on Buddha was wearing green color clothes is very Shubhadayaka. Okay. Similarly, on Mangalavara, wearing red color. So did you observe? On Monday I wore white color. On yesterday, which is for Mangalavara, it was a red color, and that's the reason I wore red color. Now it is the green color, and that's the reason I wore green in color. So like this, in daily routine, dinacharya only, we can inculcate the concept of Jyotisha, very important practicality, okay, so that we will be happy. No bada or vignas affect us. See, everything is present in Shastra. We have to get to know the knowledge, and we have to inculcate. That is Gnanarjana and Anushtana. Both are important. First, we have to know, we have to gain the knowledge, and mere just gaining of the knowledge is not enough. Okay. Second one, we have no one's like Papajina, but the Sukha does not trespass the Dharma, and that's the reason it's told Sukharta Sarvabhutana Mata Sarva Pravittayaha Sukanchana Vina Dharma Tasma Dharma Paro Bhavet. We have to gain the knowledge, we have to gain the punya, and we have to do the Anushtana. Then Paramatma definitely blesses with Sukha. Okay, like this, Jyotisha is very practical subject in which can be applied in day-to-day life. So coming to the Ratna, it is the Marakata. For Marakata, Buddha is the Adhipati. Now for Vruksha, Apamarga Vruksha. Okay, so this Apamarga Vruksha is the Vruksha which has Buddha as the Adik Devata or Adik Graha. So doing Buddha Oma with the Buddha mantra through this Apamarga Samit or stick is very much beneficial. We do Navagraha Homas with all these sticks only. Samit, we call it as Samit in Sanskrita. Okay, we do all the Omas with respect to these all Samits only. Okay, and it's available, which is no, all these Dravyas are available, and nothing is extinct in this world. Okay, yes. Next, coming to the Dhanya Mudga. See, it's nothing but a green gram. Okay, so Buddha is green in color. Is again Adipati for green gram or Mudga. Okay, and next the final one is the Dhatu. So for Dhatu, Naga. Naga means lead. So for lead or Naga Dhatu, Buddha is the Adigraha or Adhipati. Okay, and this completes the Buddha Tattva. Next one is the Guru Tattva. So Guru is also known as Brihaspati. See, today was Buddha Vasara, and we dealt in depth about Buddha Graha. Am I right? And on this Buddha Graha only, Buddha Vasara, we are dealing with all the Navagrahas also. Very important. That's because Buddha is a Somya Graha, as told, Somyam Somya Gunopetam Tambudam Pranamamyaham. So doing Aradhana, that too Vishnu Aradhana, as told yesterday only, this Jyotisha is Vishnumayam Jagata. Okay, so for Buddha, Vishnu is the Adhidevata. Okay, so that too we are dealing with all the Navagrahas on Vishnu Prityartha Vasara, that is Buddha Vasara, is Paramatma's Nirhetuka Krupa Kataksha. We are so blessed. Am I right? So, thanking God for giving us this great opportunity. Now we will be gaining the knowledge of Guru or Brihaspati Graha. So, the shloka of the Brihaspati is Devanancha Rushinancha Guru Kanchana Sannibham Buddhibhutam Tilokesham Tannamami Brihaspatim is the shloka. The meaning of this shloka is Devanancha Rushinancha Guru. That is the one who is Guru or teacher or master for Devatas, and Rushi, that is for sages, is the Brihaspati Graha. And how we see Kanchana Sannibham. Kanchana means gold. So gold is of Pita, that is yellowish color. No. Similarly, the Guru is of yellow color, and hence he is known as yellow planet also. Okay. Buddhibhutam Tilokesham. He is the Graha which gives us Buddhi. That is a distinguishing power. This is good, this is bad, this is hita, this is ahita. So this is known as Buddhi. So for if one is Buddhivanta, then he has the Guru Anugraha. So give us Buddhi is the shloka of this shloka, that is Namami Brihaspatim. And what is the mantra of Guru? Then in Navagraha Sukta, it clearly states Brihaspati Adhyad Arhyo Arraad Vivate Kartum Ajjaneshu Edidayachavasatta Prajata Dasma Sudavinandehi Chitram इन्द्रमरुत्वा ह्यपायुषो मम्यथा शार्याते अपि वस्तुतस्य तव प्रणीतिदव शूरशर्मन्नाविवासन्ति कवयस्सु यज्ञाः ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रतिमं पुरस्ताद् विसीमति सुरुचोपेनावः स बुद्धिया उपमास्य विष्णा सतश्चयो निमसतश्च विवः अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बृहस्पतये नमः is the Veda mantra of Guru or Brihaspati. And coming to the relationships for among the ratnas, for Pushparaga, okay, so for Pushparaga, which is a yellow ratna, okay, for that yellow ratna or yellow gem, Guru is the Adidevata. That's because Guru is also yellow color. Am I right? That's the reason. Next, coming to the Vriksha, for Vriksha, Ashwatha Vriksha, that is everyone knows, no, people tree. So Ashwatha Vriksha is of Guru Graha Adhipati. Okay. Next, coming to the Dhanya, Chanaka Dhanya. Okay. Channa Dal. In English, we call it as Channa Dal. So for Channa Dal, Guru or Brihaspati is the Adhidevata. And last one is the Dhatus. And among that, Swarna, that is Kanchana. As Guru is of Kancha Saniba, for Dhatu is Kanchana only. So by doing Hiranya Dhana or Swarna Dhana, Guru Brihaspati bestows Atyanta Shubha auspiciousness. So like this, knowing the basic concepts only, we can inculcate practice Jyotishya at a superficial level. Okay? Yes, this is one. Practice means not prediction for another paper, for us only. Okay? So everyone has to remember, we are gaining this knowledge by not to deal with others or not to solve another problem. Okay? If you are Vaidya, yes, it's your intention. But first one is to make us only rid from all the graha doshas. So for that we are gaining the knowledge. This is the first important thing that everyone has to remember. I am giving all this knowledge by so that you can only solve your problems by doing aradhana. Okay, that too by knowing gnatva kurveta karmani. Later, if you become expertise by satata abhyasa, by satata practice, later Paramatma only makes you practice Jyotishya and makes you give solutions to other persons. Okay, so everyone has to remember this basic concept also. This is a Vidya, okay, not for Maratha, that is sale. It's a Mahavidya. This is a Vedanga. Okay, yes, next one is the Shukra Graha. So Shukra Graha shloka is Himakunda Mrunalabham Daityanam Paramam Gurum Sarva Shastra Pravaktaram Bhargavam Pranamamyaham Bhargavam Pranamamyaham. The meaning of this shloka is Himakunda Mrunalabham, as white as the snow. Okay, when you observe the Himalayas snow will be white in color, no? Yeah, the same white is of Shukra Graha. See, the Chandra was also white in color, but that white was different. It was of curd white color, okay, Shanka color, and also Vibhuti color. But Shukra Graha is also white, but that white is different from the Chandra white color. This Shukra Graha is of a white color, which is resemblance with the snow white. Okay, see, so much difference is there. Okay, this is the Upama which has been told by Vedavyasa Maharshi. Daityanam Paramam Gurum, that is, he is the Guru of Daitya, that is Rakshasas, and Sarva Shastra Prabhaktaram, he is the knower of all Shastras, including Jyotishya, and for that Bhargava, that is, Bhargava means son of Bhrigu Maharshi, and for that Bhargava, Pranamamyaham. So Bhargava is synonym of Shukra Graha, Brihaspati is synonym of Guru Graha. Like this, we have to remember the synonyms also. Okay, yes, and Veda mantra is Om Shakrantya Vishurupya Dorivasta Vishwani Maya Ausho. Like this, it continues this. This is the Shukra mantra, okay, or Shukra Graha mantra. Adidevata Pratyadevata Sahitaya Shukraya Namaha. Yes, next slide. So among the ratnas for Vajra, that is diamond, Shukra is the Adhipati. And coming to the Vriksha, okay. So for Vriksha, it is the Udumbara, that is because religiosa. So this Vriksha has the Shukra as Adhipati. Okay. Next among the Dhanyas, it is the Nishpava. Everyone knows this Nishpava is also known as Barbara Dhanya. Okay. In Aurekai, in Kannada we call it as Aurekalu or Aurekai. Okay. And in last one is the Dhatu. And for Vanga, Vanga means tin. Okay, so for tin, Shukra is the Adhidevata. So this is the concept of Shukra Graha or Bhargava. Next one is the Shani. Yes, Shani. The shloka is Nilanjana Samabhasam Raviputra Memagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhotam Tannamami Shaneshcharam. That is, the meaning of this shloka is Nilanjana Samabhasam. How the blue emerald will be present, how it is of full blue. Similarly, Shani is blue in color, and then Shani is known as Saturn is known as a blue planet. Okay, that's because Nilanjana Samabhasam. And who is this Shani? He is the Ravi Putram. He is the son of Ravi and Yamagrajam. And Yama is the Agraja, that is elder brother of Shani. Chaya Martanda Sambhutam is the son of Chaya Devi and Martanda, that is Surya. And for this Shani, I am doing Namaskara Tannamami Shaneshcharam is the shloka artha. And coming to the Veda mantra, Shamagniragnibiskaraschannastapatu Suryaha Shamvato Vatparapapasitaha is the mantra. Okay, Adidevata Pratyadevata Saita Yashaneshchara Yanamaha is the Shanigraha mantra in Yajurveda and also present in Rigveda as Shanno Devi Rabishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye is the mantra which is seen in Rigveda. Okay, so both Rigveda and Yajurveda contains all the Navagraha mantras. This is about the Veda explanations. Yes, next slide. Coming to, yes, as told before only, blue emerald for Neela Ratna, Shani is the Adhidevata. And coming to Vriksha, Shani Vriksha. Everyone knows in Kannada we call it as Banni Mara. Okay, in Navaratri, Dashara, we do on Dashami Dina, we do puja of this Shani Vriksha. No? Yes, for this Shani Vriksha, Shani is the Adhidevata. And coming to the Dhanya Tila, that is sesame. For sesame, Shani is the Adhidevata. Tila Dhanya Swapari Bhagavantam Om Bhu Om Bhuva Om Suva Om Bhurbhuva Suvaha Shanishchara Grahamavahayami Sthapayami Pujayami Surabhimukhi Karomi Namaskaromi. So like this we do Avahana of Shanishchara on Tila, and that's the reason when you go to Shanishchara temple you offer Tila Taila, that is Tila, that is sesame on a fire, into the fire. That's because for Tila, Shani is the Adhidevata. So many important factors you are getting to know. That's because all these are the important factors that everyone has to know as a Sanatana Dharma Anuyaki. Okay, and coming to the last one, Dhatu, Tikshna for iron, Shani is the Adhidevata. Okay, this completes the concept of Shani. Next one is the Rahu. So all till now we completed the 7 Nija Grahas. The Rahu and Ketu are known as the Chaya Grahas in Shastra. Okay, they are not visible to this naked eyes, and then they are known as the Rahu and Ketu as Chaya Grahas. So the shloka of the Rahu is Ardhakayam Mahaviryam Chandraditya Vivardhanam Simika Garbha Sambhotam Tam Rahum Pranamamyaham. The meaning of the shloka is he has Ardhakaya, that is off body as Devata Sharira or Rakshasa Sharira or human Sharira, and other of as the Sarpa Sharira, snake Sharira, and he does Chandra Aditya Vimardhanam, that is he does swallow of Chandra and Aditya, that is on Grahana, Rahu Grasta Surya Grahana, Rahu Grasta Ketu Grahana. So this Rahu does swallow, no, and that's the reason Chandra Aditya Vimardhanam. Simika Garbha Sambhotam is the son of Simika Rakshasi, and Tam Rahum Pranamamyam. So for that Rahu I am doing Namaskara. Any Sarpa doshas which is present can be done Nivarana by doing Aradhana of Rahu Graha. Okay, and the Veda mantra is Kayanashchitra Abhavadoti Sada Vidasaka Kayashachistaya Vrita Ayango Krishnakrami Rasan Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayan Subaha Itere Viniratirama Bandadama Devaswai Satyam Idante Tadvishyamya Vishwana Madhyadra Jiva Pitumadhi Pramuktaha Adidevata Pratyadevata Sahitaya Rahave Namaha is the mantra which is seen in Rig and Yajurveda. So coming to the Ratnas, for Gomeda, okay, for Gomeda we call it as a catite, catite. This is also known as catite Ratna. Okay, so for Gomeda, Rahu is the Adhidevata. And coming to Vriksha, for Durva, that is grass, Rahu is the Adhidevata. So we have to do Rahu Homa with using Durva. Okay, so there is also a relation. So remembering Durva, there is also concept of Ganesha. You remember Ganesha also, no? So what is the relationship between Ganesha and Rahu? Yeah, that will be seen in further classes in the practical applicability. Okay, as of now, you remember for Rahu, Durva is the Vriksha represented, and coming to Dhanya, Masha. Okay, so that is Urdhal is the Masha Dhanyaswapari Bhagavantam Rahu is the Adhidevata. Okay, and coming to the last concept, that is Dhatus Kamsya. Kamsya means bronze. So for bronze, Rahu is the Adhidevata. So by doing dana of bronze or Kamsya, Rahu Graha doshas get Nivarana. Also Kala Sarpa dosha and Sarpa doshas all gets then Nivarana. Like this, when doing Namaskara to Rahu, we enter into the lost Graha, that is Ketu Graha. Okay, so Ketu Graha, the shloka of Ketu Graha as told in Veda Vyasa Navagraha Sukta is Palasha Pushpa Sankasham Tarakagraha Mastakam Rodram Rodratmakam Ghoram Tam Ketum Pranamamyaham. So when you observe the head of the Ketu is of Sarpakaya, whereas when you observe the Rahu, no, the body was Sarpakaya. Okay, whereas the Ketu's head is Sarpa, whereas the remaining half of the body is of Narajanma or Narakara. So like this, and that's the reason Ketu is also known as Rahu Shiraha. That is, Rahu's Shira is only Ketu, and then they are known as North Node and South Node. Okay, I will be telling all those in the next future classes. But and due to this reason only, Rahu and Ketu are known as the Chaya Grahasa, and he is of very Raudra, fiery nature. Raudram, Raudratmakam, Ghoram. Ketu is very much fierce in nature, whereas very much Soumya is, who is Soumya? Buddha. Soumyam, Soumya Gunopetam, Tam Buddham Pranamamyam. Whereas among the Navagrahas, who is very much Raudra and Ghora, Ketu is very much Raudra. And how we say means Palasha Pushpa Sankasham. Palasha means what? It's a vriksha. That pushpa is of full of red color. Okay, fiery red. Okay, that fiery red color is the Ketu Graha, and for this Ketu Graha, I am doing Namaskara as the Shlokartha. And coming to the Veda mantra, it is nothing but Ketun Pranmanna Ketave Pesho Marya Peshase Samshadpirajayatha Brahma Devana Padavi Kavina Shir Viprana Mahisho Mrgana Sheno Gudhrana Gaswati Tervana Gam Soma Pavitramate Tirepanna Sachitta Chittam Chidin Tamasme Chitta Chatta Chitratam Vayodham Chandram Rahim Puruviram Bruhantam Chanda Chanda Bhedranategu Vasva Adidevata Pratyadidevata Saitaya Ketubhyo Namo Namaha is the mantra which is seen in Rig and Ayurveda. Coming to the interrelationship of Ketu with respect to Navaratnas, Navadhanyas, Navavrikshas and Navadhatus, Vaidhurya. Okay, so for Vaidhurya, Ketu is the Adhidevata. And coming to the Vriksha, then Ketu is Adhidevata for Darbha. Okay, which is also known as Kusha. So for Darbha, Ketu is the Adhidevata. And coming to Dhanya for Kulatta Dhanya, that is horse gram. Okay, Kulatta is known as horse gram. For Kulatta Dhanya, Ketu is the Adhidevata. And finally, coming to Dhatu for Kantaloha. Kantaloha means magnet. So for magnet, Ketu is the Adhidevata. Okay. So like this, we completed the Rashis and Rashadipatis and Grahas in this session. Okay. So from next classes onwards, we'll be dealing with how to calculate this Nava Jataka Kundalis and what is you mean by Jataka Kundali, Lagna, and how to calculate the Navamshas and how to calculate the positions of each graha in each Rashi, what and all benefits are there if it is present in this Rashi, if this graha is present, like this in detail we'll be looking into the further practical classes. Okay, and what are the prayaschitta if any doshas are present, that and all we'll be looking in the future classes of HoraAyurveda. So by saying this, we'll conclude today's session. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, Sarvam Shri Ayurveda Arpanamastu. Any queries? No queries? Okay.
No, Guruji.
Yes. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. We'll conclude today's session.
Krishna Arpanamastu. धन्यवाद.